Hello and welcome to the Squirtle Game of the Week, Class A semifinal action between the Colcord Hornets and the Fairview Yellow Jackets on the campus of Harrah High School. I'm Mark Rogers, along with two-time defending Class A state championship head coach Lynn Shackelford of the Cashin Wildcats. The captains are meeting here at midfield, and we got a great ball game tonight.
Yeah, I think we got a chance to have an exceptional football game tonight. These guys are kind of carbon copies of each other. Colcord might be a little bigger, Fairview might be a little faster, but you're going to see a lot of the same stuff on both sides. Really good quarterback play, offensive line, defensive lines are going to be really good. So it's going to be a fun game to watch. See kind of who can impose their will on the other one.
It's a heck of a year in Class A. You've got four teams meeting in the semifinals, and all four are undefeated, and all four from a little bit different part of Oklahoma.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to see some schools from the east side in the semifinals. You know, Class A has been dominated so much by the West, really for probably 10 years. Then have three teams, you know, East I-35 and, you know, Colcord almost to Arkansas, you know, Gore down there, you know, really far eastern Oklahoma. So it's exciting for Class A, I think. You know, and I think it also goes to show you, you know, in Class A, it's really pretty wide open, you know, most years, and you can kind of catch lightning in a bottle and get the right group of kids to come through, and you got a chance.
I think for both of these teams, it starts with the quarterback. For Fairview, you've got Coach Bernard's son, Jacques Bernard, who has been outstanding, really plays beyond his years as a sophomore.
Yeah, Jax is really good. He doesn't look like a sophomore. You'll see him tonight. He moves really well, throws the ball really well, has a really good command of what Fairview's trying to do on offense, which isn't surprising since, you know, he's a coach's kid. But thing I like about him when you watch, he gets the ball out of his hands really quickly. I think he really has a good idea of where he's going to go pre-snap, and then what you'll see potentially tonight, you know, what they've done all year is he'll kind of scramble around a little bit. His arm's stronger than you think, and they'll get somebody, you know, downfield that a defensive back's kind of forgotten about, and he'll chunk one down there, and they can get some big chunk plays that way. So he's fun to watch. It'll be fun to watch tonight.
Gabe Winfield had 5 rushing touchdowns last week versus Ringling, but also threw for 152. And this is a Colcord team that will line up in a bunch of different formations.
Yeah, you'll see them tonight. They'll have two backs in the backfield quite a bit. They like to play with a tight end, just like Fairview. Their tight end number 7 is Ian Williams. He's really good. They like to run behind him. They'll do a lot of motion stuff, run some jet stuff, a lot of formations. A lot of it's to try to get the quarterback on the edge, try to get Winfield on the edge. I mean, if you look, I think he's accounted for, you know, 3/4 of their offense this year, so almost 1,000 yards rushing and 2,200 yards, you know, through the air. So he's someone that Fairview's going to have to stop for sure.
Well, that is definitely strength on strength, because when you talk about Fairview on the edge, they've got Ethan Wallace and Austin Hauk, who are going to be, I think, potentially collegiate players, and I would say the same thing as Williams.
Yeah, it's really I mean, like I said at the beginning, I mean, they're so much alike. Both quarterbacks are sophomores. Colcord's huge on the offensive and defensive line, bigger than Fairview, but Fairview's offensive line is really good. They do a really good job of staying on blocks, and it's going to be interesting to see kind of who can force the other one's hand. You know, Fairview is going to have to try to stop the run. They're going to have to try to be sound on the edge and contain the quarterback, and then I think Fairview's probably going to try to chunk it around a little bit and see if Colcord can cover him. Colcord's got athletes, but I don't think they've seen anybody quite like Fairview's ability to throw the ball this year. So it'll be fun. It'll be a fun game.
Our officials are out of the Oklahoma City Metro Area Officials Association. Reggie Redwine is the referee. The umpire is Kyle Carnes. Head linesman Devin Simpson. The line judge is Francis Nault. And the back judge is Mick Hart. We have several other semifinal games going on tonight in Class B. We have a state championship game in Class C that's taking place at Southern Nazarene University between Tipton and Winoka, and then Class 6A Division I championship tonight between Owasso and Bixby. We got a great representation of fans. That the Colcord side looked like it might be a little less populated than the Fairview side, but then there was a bus that just arrived.
Yeah. I think Colcord chipped in and got a charter, which I can tell you from experience. We did that once back in the old 8-man days to Haleyville, and the stories from the bus ride there and back were kind of legendary. So hopefully the Colcord fans will have had a great time.
Well, we're going to try to have some fun on the broadcast tonight and bring you some exciting action here, but I can't let you mention that without asking about the copperhead infestation at the Haleyville field. Is that legend or is that true?
No, there's a lot of truth to that. I don't know how many of you have been to Haleyville before. I highly recommend making a stop, maybe on your way if you want to go to Tallahena and do the Talamina Drive or something like that. But it was definitely something that our kids from Cashion probably hadn't ever seen before and probably haven't seen since.
So they were legit?
They were legit, yeah, copperheads. They told us when we got there to not use the bathroom because there wasn't a light and there were copperheads on the floor. So that went over well with our kids.
I bet that'd be tough. As a coach, you probably never lost a player to a copperhead bite.
No, that would be that'd probably be a new one for our trainer, too, if we had to say, hey, we need you over here. Do you have something to suck some venom out of someone?
Jesse Martinez is going to kick it off for Colcord. A lot of these players are going to go both ways tonight. So you will see laying it on the line here for 4 quarters. And the kick sails over the head of the Yellow Jackets. Return man and into the end zone. So Fairview will take over first down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I think we'll get a pretty good indication right away to kind of see how Fairview's going to attack them. I watched Colcord on film last year against Pawhuska. Pawhuska had a lot of success throwing the football, getting it out quick speed outs and out routes, and got the ball into some playmakers' hands. And Colcord had some issues with that, so kind of see if Fairview can do the same thing.
Have a little bit of an old school setup here at Hare. It's a stadium that's been remodeled, but it's fairly old, where you don't usually see the bleachers that span almost the length of the field. And there's good defense up front from the Hornets of Colcord, stopping Blake Perez. 6 foot 200, extremely difficult back to tackle. He's got a good combination of size and speed.
Yeah, number 1, that was Larman for Colcord. He's another one of those kids, but both are defensive ends. Both play tight end for him. They'll get a lot of tight end sets and use them on offense as well.
Colcord has all 11 men close to the line of scrimmage, and Bernard tries to throw an out route that falls incomplete. And so Fairview will face 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, he tried to get the ball out quick. Just the timing on that was a little bit off. You know, one thing to consider. You know, I think I mentioned it on the show the other day. I don't think there's a kid on the team that's played in a semifinal game before. So it might take him a little bit to kind of calm down and realize that, you know, it's just another game on a Friday night. A lot of man coverage from Colcord to start, and that one's over his head. Looks like the sophomore's a little too amped up right now. So,
and that was well covered by the Colcord defense. Had a lot of personnel over there.
Yeah, it was. Colcord did a good job. Got a 3 and out. So kicking it in the end zone and pinning them on the 20. They should get pretty good field position right here to start.
Fairview has won a state championship. They did it in 1999. They also did it in 1946. Colcord has never advanced past this stage of the playoffs. Not made a trip to the semifinals. That was very close to being a potential block.
Not a very good punt either. Wow, they flipped the field about 7 yards right there. Not a real good start for the Jackets. They'll have to dig in right here on defense and see if they can keep Colcord out.
Colcord is coached by Austin Martin. It is his 5th year. He is a graduate of Colcord High School in 2006. He played collegiately at Northeastern State University. He was the quarterback of the team of 2005 that was undefeated, same as this squad was, 12-1. They lost to Comanche in the 2A playoffs. So I'm sure a personal challenge for him tonight.
Yep, there they are right there. Just started right off attacking the edge with the quarterback. You're going to see that a lot. They'll try to get Winfield on the edge quite a bit. A lot of counter scheme with Colcord, but also you can find number 7. He's someone they really like to run the ball behind, and someone when they play action they like to try to get the ball to. Good-looking kid, too. I think he's 6'3", 215.
Whitfield, 6 foot 190 himself. There's a great off the edge rush, the defensive end crashing and getting to the backfield and getting penetration for the stop. Looks like Caden Pettis.
Caden Pettis, 6'4", 235. He played that really well, just chased the counter. Put Colcord in 3rd and long. A little difference here for Colcord. Just, this is 2-down territory for them, so might see him try to run the football right here to get him in a 4th down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Not many teams have the size on the edge that Fairview does. 6'4", 235 for Pettis, 6'2", 225 for Wallace, 6'3", 210 for Hauk.
Yeah, there's a little quarterback counter. Fairview played it really, really well. So far, defense is kind of shining through for both of these teams.
That was backside penetration for the Fairview defense. Looked like Braden Mason was there, one of the players. Colcord had some good blocks laid out in front of the back, but the backside pursuit was able to make the play.
Yeah, 4th and 9 right here. Might look for sprint out, trying to get the ball to 7 or 23. There's just a fade to the big tight end. Looks like really good coverage. Late flag coming out. Looks like that's going to be pass interference and a 1st down for Colcord.
I thought it was really pretty good coverage. I think the receiver did a good job of selling the contact and really falling out of bounds. So that's a big conversion on 4th down and 9.
Yeah, that is. That's going to be got to be a little bit of a heartbreaker for Fairview. They'll have to regroup right here and kind of shake that off and reset and try to keep them out of the end zone.
Had a good chat with the officials before the game and talking about how many rules are different in high school football than are in college football or perhaps even the NFL, which is football that most people are used to seeing. And so you really have to know the differences in the rules.
Yeah, and I think one thing people forget about these officials that are calling these games, that not just anybody gets to call semifinal games, final games. These are officials that we rate every official that calls our games. We rate coaches rate throughout the year, and then the ones that have the best ratings are the ones that get to call these semifinals and final games. So they really are, the best that we have to offer. And then the OSSA does a really good job about getting guys that call like the same level of football, like these guys. Reggie and his crew, they call a lot of A, 2A games, so they got a little bit of an idea of, the kind of athletes and the speed of the game and stuff like that, which I think also helps.
A 5-yard penalty against Colcord will make it 1st down and 15, and really neither team has had very many successful offensive plays. The 1st down by penalty, the only one of the game so far on the pass interference call. It's Mott in the backfield behind Winfield in the pistol. Mott gets it. No running room at all. Bounces from the inside and for a gain of about 3. It will be 2nd down at 12.
Yeah, Mott's almost a 1,000-yard rusher for them. Big kid. He's a sophomore, which you'll see a lot from Colcord. They're young. Mott's 6 foot, 200 pounds. Runs the ball really hard.
Single back.
Sprint out. They got the tight end in the flat if he wanted him. Here's where he's a problem. Wow. Great job. Great job just getting rid of the football and saving what would have been a huge loss. I don't know that he was outside of the pocket, so it'll be, I think Fairview's wanting an intentional grounding, but I think there was a receiver over there. So.
They had a screen, it looked like, set up. There was some linemen.
Yeah, they had a lineman downfield. That's a loss of down also, so that's a big penalty. I think it's a loss of down.
It is in some levels of football.
Yeah. Well, see, I was wrong. Still 2nd down.
But that puts them back.
Yeah, both of these guys have field goal
20.
kickers too, so field position is kind of a big deal down here.
Martinez, high snap. He's able to get it. He's got a man. One-on-one coverage in the end zone. Jumps up. Did he catch it?
He caught it, but I don't know if he was in bounds. Touchdown. Wow, what a catch. That's number 1, Traden Larman. Great catch by Traden, man. He just went up and took it out of the air. Fairview kid even got a hand on it. It looked to me like it bounced back up in the air, and he was able to get a hold of it and bring it down.
was really good coverage. Fairview's defensive back was turned to the play, saw everything in front of him, but just a better effort from Larman to haul it in, and a pretty good pass from Martinez.
Yeah, just throwing it up 6'3", 190, letting him go get it.
All right, from Winfield, the quarterback Martinez is on for the extra point kick here.
Martinez will try the PAT.
Snap is back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. We'll take a timeout here. 8:41 to go in the first quarter. Colcord strikes first. They lead Fairview by a score of 7-0.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Welcome back to Harrow High School. Squirtle game of the week. It's Colcord on top of Fairview, 7-0. Both teams have been really good on defense so far. A couple of big plays for the Hornets, pass interference call, and then a great connections from Gabe Winfield to Traden Larman for a touchdown, 20 yards.
Well, the biggest play was Winfield not getting sacked and just getting rid of the football. He's got a little bit of a lane right here. He's got a chance. Oh, great job knocking the ball out of bounds. That's 21 for Fairview. Isaiah Burris, who's by far their fastest kid. Not very big, but man, he can run. That's a great job of just getting them out of the end zone and where they're not backed up. A little bit easier to call plays from the plus 45 than it is from the minus 20. So see if Fairview can answer right here. They didn't have a very good start.
Well, that's a huge momentum play just to kind of ease the nerves, even after
for sure.
a 3-and-out, and now trailing 7-0. Jesse Martinez, the kicker, was able to make that tackle to save the touchdown. Perez.
Great job by Fairview up front right there. Just a little power play where they wrapped the guard and ISO'd the linebacker. If Perez if he can get a full head of steam, he's a problem. Fairview's going to play with some pace. I will say this: great run. Wow.
Perez broke some tackles.
Yep. And here they go. Here they go with their pace again. That's what I was saying. Colcord plays a lot more guys both ways than Fairview does, so this could be something to watch as the game goes along.
Bernard looking right. Ball is tipped.
Great job right there by number
Khalil
7.
Penn.
Yeah, Ian Williams, that defensive end for Colcord is 6'3", 215. I watched probably 4 or 5 of Colcord games, and he's pretty consistent on being able to get his hands on balls that they're trying to get out into the flats. Pressure from Colcord. Fairview had a hard time picking that up.
Last minute, they brought everyone right at the running back. Here's what it looks like across the front for Colcord. Khalil Penn, 6'1", 305-pound sophomore. Sawyer Sherrill, 6'3", 290-pound senior. Tony Perez, 6 foot, 250-pound junior. And then we get to the players that Coach Shack was talking about earlier. Ian Williams, 6'3", 250-pound senior. Bernard rolls to his right. Has a heavy pressure coming from the backside. He gets hit hard, but completes the pass inside the 10 for a first down.
And here we go again. That's number 8 for Fairview. Reed Martins, who's 6'3", 175, big target, easy to find. And Bernard he got lit up.
Perez running hard, is able to get a couple to move him closer here on a 2nd down and goal. Wow, that was impressive for Jax Bernard to stand in there to take the contact coming from Ian Williams.
Well, he did. He got hit hard. That doesn't hurt near as much when you complete the ball.
He hopped right up.
Yeah,
look worse for wear.
Look for Fairview come right here behind number 12, the Houck kid. Probably a little ISO play, put him on a linebacker. There it is. Oh, little RPO. Great job. Wow. Great job by Bernard. Great read. Colcord brought the backer on the same side as the slant. He just pulled the ball and ripped it for a touchdown.
Pass was incomplete.
Well, I thought it was a touchdown. Did they call it incomplete?
I thought it was as well. It's hard to see from where we are in that back corner of the end zone, but it looked like that pass was to potentially Reed Martins, but I thought it was a touchdown.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Looks like it's 3rd and goal from the 4. So Fairview's got 2 downs, get 4 yards.
Well, we know this is not going to be a review. It will be a timeout for Colcord.
Yeah.
And Martins is out there with man-to-man coverage again. We'll take a timeout. Fairview facing a 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line.
Farmers and Merchants National Bank is Fairview's hometown bank, serving you, committed to providing the Fairview area with the latest in banking services and convenience. Farmers and Merchants is a locally owned and operated bank, eager to serve your personal and professional banking needs. With a pledge to exceed the expectations of their customers, the staff is confident in their ability to provide you with an exceptional banking experience. Farmers and Merchants National Bank in Fairview, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Anyway, we went back and forth about some stuff, and then he sent me that picture of those kids from Tipton, and I was like, oh, my God.
That Tipton-Winoka game going on. You mentioned Tipton had the early lead. They've moving down. Early score from Class B, sealing on top of Oklahoma Bible, 8-0.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be a war.
3rd and goal from the 5. Motion
Great
from
block.
Houck.
Great block by Houck. Nothing yet.
I think he's down. It's going to be 4th down and goal from the 1.
Big play right here. I'd do the same thing.
7-inch line.
Hand it to 25 behind 12. No sense to overthink it. Colcord's doing some substitution right here. Fairview could hurry. They could get him with too many men on the field. Wow. Colcord had to call another timeout. That's one of the things. I bet Colcord hadn't seen a team play with some pace like Fairview has.
Well, I would assume it's pretty hard to simulate that in practice.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably no way to do it with any kind of, realistic look, just because you don't ever do it, and you're doing it with probably freshmen and sophomores who, probably don't have a whole lot of an idea of what they're doing. But it's an advantage, especially in small school. If you can play fast and you can deal with it, when you play somebody that had never done it, had never played against it, it stresses you out. I know it stresses defensive coordinators out. I know it would stress mine out.
Well, it was a little windy earlier today. We still have some wind here tonight, but it's really a perfect night for football, all things considered, the first Friday of December.
Yeah, it's great. Today's been a great day, especially the first 2 rounds of the playoffs were freezing. All right, here we go. See if Fairview can answer. My bet is it's behind 63, 54, and 12, which is right at the 300-pounder for Colcord.
Wow.
Second
I think
effort.
they got the stop.
I think they got a stop. He didn't get in. Wow, great stop by Colcord right there.
And you mentioned those are some really talented players for Fairview, and Perez is a load to bring down, but Colcord got that stop.
Yeah, they did. I mean, that's one. I mean, it's just hard to move. I mean, they're trying to move 1,000 pounds worth of defensive linemen from Colcord. They just didn't get it done right there. We'll see. Colcord can at least get some room here to operate.
Gore jumps out on top of Hominy, 7-0. The first score we have reported from the other Class A semifinal.
They're going to throw it. Throw the post.
Winfield
got him. Just a little bit overshot.
Throwing it from Manuel Bocanegra, and he did have a step on the defender, showing some speed. It's a Colcord team that's shown up a little bit at the state track meet in the past couple of years.
Yeah, they've got some athletes. They're big and fast. It's kind of crazy, really. I mean, they don't look like a typical Class A team. They definitely didn't look like the Cashton Wildcats from this year. Little inside zone. Good job by Colcord. Good job up front just to get it out. Now they're third and 2. So they got a chance right here.
Cooper Mott with a carry. Gain of 8 on a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Mott's a big kid. I mean, they're running behind 290 pounds and 305 pounds and 230 pounds. So got a chance. Great job by Fairview right there, standing him up. I don't think he got there. Great stop by Fairview. I've got a little decision right here, Mark. You going to punt it?
Yes.
4th and half a yard?
I got the wind behind my back here, and I'm definitely going to punt this football.
It looks like Coach Martins agrees.
Now, you wouldn't consider going for this, would you?
Oh, I'd always consider it, yeah. Coach
That's
Wood,
a riverboat gambler right there.
I mean, Coach Wood, my defense coordinator, would be screaming punt, punt, punt. But I'd probably take 15 or 20 seconds of the play clock to figure it out. Good
This
punt.
is a good punt.
Yep. Fairview's got a chance right here to get a good return. Great job by Colcord covering that.
Good tackle, and they're able to gain a field position of about 35 yards on the switch. But you have to take that on the goal line stand and then hope you can defend the 43 yards or 44 in front of the Yellow Jackets. That tempo really did look like something that I think Fairview can feel comfortable that might be an advantage for them as the game goes on.
Yeah, the thing with tempo, and you hear this all the time if you watch college football. It's really good if you get first downs. If you don't, then it can be a problem. But most of the time, people that go tempo, when it really starts to be as effective, is after that first down. So see if Fairview can get that going.
Perez takes the handoff and gains about 4 yards. He's stopped by Ian Williams.
Yeah, Williams is going to be. He's going to be in on a lot of tackles. He's really good. The Lynn kid, number 15, also it says he has 162 tackles on the season, which is incredible.
So only a sophomore.
Yeah, they're littered with sophomores, which isn't good for the rest of Class A. But got him on the post. Oh, right through his hands.
I think Isaiah Burris knew it.
Yeah.
That ball was maybe just a little outside his reach, but it did hit the hands. It would have been a tough catch, but incomplete.
Yeah, so 3rd and long, and again, like they're not able to get into their tempo because they haven't been able to get a first down yet. So big play right here for Fairview. Might look for a little sprint out maybe. Got him on the out route. Great throw, great catch right there. Martins just went up and got that. There's a big luxury to have a 6'3" kid that you can throw the football to. Your margin for error is a whole lot larger when you're chunking it out there to 6'3". Here's the pace. See if Colcord can get lined up. They got a huge hole over here on the right side. Great cutback. I don't know that Colcord was lined up right there. Could be something that has to do with the pace they're playing with. They're trying to substitute and get guys in.
Perez did put his foot in the ground and went the other way for a first down.
Yeah, he did.
Back-to-back nice plays by the Jackets offense. Perez is going to get it again, but Colcord's ready.
Yeah, they played that pretty well. If you watch Fairview, I mean, they're normally pretty good about staying on blocks, which gives Perez opportunities to cut the football back. They'll run that zone scheme, or they'll just try to push and run people and let him kind of pick and choose where he wants to go. A lot of man coverage for Colcord.
Williams is right there, and then Penn. Yep. Excuse me, that's not Penn. That's Sherrill, who's able to finish Bernard off, and a big loss that puts Fairview kind of right at the edge of the field goal range as well, especially into the wind here.
Yeah, that 3rd down right here, you really, if you want to try to kick a field goal, you probably need, I'd say, at least 10 yards to make yourself feel comfortable about it. Fairview's been leaving 2 tight ends in to help protect, really just sending about 2 guys out on a route. They're doing the same thing again here. Out route again. Great job. Great throw, great catch. Now you're 4th and 1. I had I had an opportunity one time, Mark, to spend some time with Coach Munkin, and I wanted to talk about passing game stuff. First thing out of his mouth was protection beats coverage. So you see Fairview right now, they're trying to protect and give Jacks opportunities to throw the football.
They picked up a large chunk of this, but as we know already, fourth down against this defensive front is not an easy task.
No, it's really not. And the strength of Fairview over here on the right side is going up against the strength of Colcord. That's a big procedure penalty right there. So Coach Bernard will have a little bit of a decision right here.
Penalties are always such an important part of the game. And 4th and 7, much different play and philosophy than 4th and 2.
Yeah.
But 2 tight ends, 2 wide. And that's one of the things that I think makes Fairview such a good team is their adaptability on offense. They can give you a lot of different looks.
Yeah, so they're going to go 2 tight ends again. They're going to play 2-on-1 to the top, kind of 1-on-1 down here at the bottom. I'd look for 8 on a post. Just throw the fake to him. Wow, great job. First down, 1st and goal again.
Great throw from Bernard to Martins.
Yeah, really good catch. Martins having a pretty good game so far. Fairview needs to go faster.
Perez has a hole. He's in. Touchdown. Jackets score and draw within a point. Extra point pending here, 7-6.
Yeah, great job. Great job by Fairview up front right there. They got some push on that one. Perez did a good job of hitting the cutback and finding a little bit of a hole. He's kind of deceptive, you know. He's a lot faster in person than he looks on film.
Extra point is good. 2:11 to go in the first quarter. We are all tied at 7. Quick break. Back with more action right here from Harrow High School. Fairview and Colcord tied up.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Welcome back. We want to say thank you to our hosts here at Harrow High School. They had games here a week ago, the first time that we ever had 2A and Class A quarterfinals go to neutral sites, and gave us a little welcoming package here. Talked to Chris Bleak before the game, the coach at Harrow.
Yeah, anytime you can get a goodie bag, it's a win.
Yeah.
Looks like we got offsides on Fairview on the kick.
Whistle is dead. Congratulations to Stillwater. They win the Class 6A Division II championship today, their first state championship since 1967. I know you're close to Coach Bernard and his staff there. I thought they did a great job today.
I did too, and they do a tremendous job. Just what they've been able to accomplish the last 7 or 8 years is really impressive. You know, Stillwater's not an easy place to build a football program, and they've really done a fantastic job. Really happy for them. Mark, I don't know. I noticed this when I called the last Fairview game. He doesn't tee it up. It's just laying on the ground, just watermelon this thing, which is kind of impressive. I mean, look at that.
That's not easy to receive.
No, it's not, because you really have no idea.
Looks like we're going to get a penalty. Let's see if the ball popped
out. Looks like we're going to get 2 penalties. I'm gonna test my officiating knowledge, but I think they'll mark both of these off.
That's Tate Thomas on the, and they're talking about that right now, on the return. He was an up man. 5'7", 145-pound junior.
If the second flag was a late hit, that's normally a dead ball penalty. So we'll see. This could be a 25-yard change in possession or change in field position. No, they just called block. Yep, there it is. They got a block in the back, and that's 30 yards. Wow.
That is a tough break because field position, both touchdown drives for each of these teams have started in their opponent's territory.
Yeah, field position's big. It's really big too, just as a play caller. Depending on where you are in the field, it's so much easier to call plays. And backed up is never easy. So we'll see how Colcord responds. Surprised we haven't seen Winfield kind of carry the ball a little bit more. So we'll see what happens right here, tied up. They don't try to get him on the edge a little bit.
Oh, took a big hit. Great play to read that mesh.
The Hawk kid is a player. Or Houck. Austin Houck he's a player. He's really good. He's somebody Colcord's going to have to block if they want to have any kind of success at all on offense. But he did a fantastic job because Winfield was supposed to read him. I don't think
not enough time.
Yeah, I don't think he gave him enough time to make a read. Little bunch said this is their formation where they like to run quarterback sweep out of. So look for that. Nope, they're going to throw it a little bit. Got him on the crossing route. He's got some speed.
That is
That's
serious speed from Jesse Martinez, 23. They may be guilty of illegal formation. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know if did they cover him up.
Looked like all three of those receivers were.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Colcord because that
was a good play.
That was a great play. Yeah, they just brought him on a little shallow route underneath. Good job by Colcord by changing up some tendencies. I mean, like I've seen him in that formation 20 times in 5 games, and they ran quarterback sweep every time out of it. So, nice job by Coach Martins of kind of self-scouting and understanding he needed a few more things out of that.
You know this as well as anybody. This is how you kind of reach this level of the Class A bracket. Is you got a lot of different players that can make some plays. Mott, a little more physical runner, and Martinez is a pretty speedy guy on the outside.
Yeah, you gotta have some weapons to be able to function at a high level. Kind of came back to the same play out of a little bit different formation. Had him again, just a little bit off on the throw. Yeah, I think if you look, I mean, unless you've got Will Amos or the kid that's
from Afton.
Yeah, there's a kid from Hominy that's playing linebacker for the Cardinals. I mean, most of the time, if you make it this far and you got a chance to go win a gold ball, you've got multiple playmakers, which both of these teams do. So 3rd and long out of your own end zone. They got some pressure. Good job.
Interception.
Oh my God. Great play by number 20, Tegan Gilchrist. Great job. Wow.
Fairview got a little bit better every time trying to cover that crossing route of the man out of the backfield. And then Tegan Gilchrist, this 5'11", 170-pound junior, made a great play.
Yeah, he leads them in tackles, too. He's another one of those kids I look at their stats, has 100 and something tackles this year. 103 tackles, which is pretty impressive for a kid his size. He must have a really nose for the football, which he showed right there. So Fairview's got a chance right here to kind of take a little bit of control of the game. Really, other than the one pass, Colcord's kind of struggled a little bit on offense.
Bernard Perez.
Good job of just sticking your foot in the ground and getting 4.
Swallowed up quickly there. There was a hole, and then the Colcord defense did a good job of closing the gap.
76, Sawyer Sherrill, 6'3", 290, is sitting right over the football. So that's going to be a chore to move 6'3", 290, and then beside him you got 6'2", 230, 235, and 6'1", 305. So there's some issues. Fairview's doing a good job of moving them right now, though.
It's a really good block by Riley Nelson, who's big in his own right, 6 foot, 275. He was able to push Sherrill back. But you're right, that 6'3", 290 is a little bit better distributed than my weight.
Yeah, I'm trending towards 6'3", 290. We eat more chicken like we did before the game, and I'll be there in a hurry. Oh, we got a little Wildcat package with Perez.
Third down, he doesn't get there.
Didn't get there.
We have a yellow flag on the play.
73 lost his helmet. I wonder if they're going to make him come out.
Colcord's not making it easy, and we got a legal shift, I think, on Fairview. That's a terrible penalty to get when you're that close to the goal line.
Yeah, it really is. You're going to go from 4th and a yard to 3rd and 5. They did. They made Penn come out. So you don't. If you're Fairview, you don't have 305 to deal with at defensive end right now. You take the penalty?
Yeah. I'll give him another down. Well, did they decline it? Let's see. Or they waive the penalty off? They waive the penalty off.
He declined it. Wow.
Well, that's showing some confidence in the defense.
Yeah.
Do you think about kicking this?
You got to get a yard in the semifinals. I think I'm going.
Bernard's going to throw it, and it's batted away. Good defense. I thought maybe they might try to do something with Bernard keeping the football. They opt for the pass, which I think is a pretty good call because Perez has been the focus of the defense so much, but unable to come up with that.
Wow, that's two stops inside the one for Colcord. Great job by Coach Martin, too, declining the penalty.
The only other thing here for Fairview for sure is we got 5 seconds left in the first quarter, but your defense is also playing pretty well. It makes it tough on Colcord getting out of this spot.
Yeah, I mean, that Colcord spent, other than their first drive, the whole game down here, or the whole quarter. Got a little breathing room there. So they'll have a little breathing room to start the second quarter.
Well, we thought it'd be even. It has been that so far. 7-7 after the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. Come back. Colcord will have it on the 7-yard line, 2nd down and 4.
I wonder if
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
Lynn, we've each called a game with Fairview earlier this season. I was there early in the year for the first district game against Hooker, and the hospitality there was fantastic. Alyssa Antwine made cookie bars that were the best I've ever tried, and I want to give her a big shout-out because she brought those all the way from Fairview and said, these are for Mark Rogers, the Mark Rogers bars. They're just as good as I remember. They're fantastic. So thank you to Alyssa, Miss Antwine at Fairview High School.
hard to beat a good cookie bar.
No doubt. And this is the very best.
Really good job by Fairview right there. Colcord's having a hard time getting to the second level. Fairview's linebackers are just kind of free in there to make a tackle. And saw Gilchrist right there on that tackle again. So third and 3. Still haven't seen Winfield really carry the ball all that much, which kind of surprises me. I mean, he was a problem for Ringling last week.
Motion for Martinez.
A little play action. He's got tight end. Oh, wow, great job by Fairview.
Not many receivers in the area there. Martinez was over on the left side, close, kind of in the vicinity of that. And 2 stops from the 1-yard line, but yet Fairview going to expect to have pretty good field position here with Colcord kicking into the wind.
Yeah, I think one thing, Winfield's probably – there's no probably about it. He hasn't seen athletes on the other side of the ball like he's seeing tonight. I think he's gotten away a lot this year about kind of being able to run around and chunk it around. I think the Bernard kid's same way. So whichever quarterback can adapt to what they're seeing and get rid of the ball a little bit quicker is probably going to have the most success.
Micah Wheeler is back to field it as well as Burris. Burris shows that speed and has it inside the 30 out of the 26-yard line. So once again, good field position for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, the field position battle is heavy in Fairview's favor, which for Colcord to be tied in this football game with basically playing with their back against their goal line the whole first quarter is pretty remarkable.
Fairview trailed for the first time all season long last week against Stroud, and they erased that deficit fairly quickly. They trailed again here tonight before tying the game up at 7. But both of these teams have been dominant this season with undefeated records. Bernard rolling to his left.
Got Burris on the post.
Throws it deep.
Probably going to be a penalty. And it was. Yeah.
Pass interference both ways, and it doesn't look like Coach Martin is happy about that. Those two guys ran into each other. Is that one, if you're on the defensive side of that, you look at that as say that's pass interference?
If I'm Coach Martin, no. Yeah. I'm doing the same thing he is. If I'm Coach Bernard, I'm screaming, you got it right.
Clearly there was contact. It just depends on if both players had the right to go for the football.
Yeah, Coach Bernard taking a shot on first down. See what we do here. He's got the wind at his back now, so maybe field goals a little bit more in his brain. Throw that out route again. Oh,
touchdown!
Great catch.
Reed Martin's using the height that Coach Jack has talked about all night at 6'3", is able to go up and get that ball and score for Fairview, and the Jackets lead 13-7.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's such a weapon for a quarterback to have a guy that is that athletic and that tall and can go up and catch it. He did a great job just going up, snatching out of there with his hands, just giving him a chance. He's having a great game so far.
Extra point is good. So 10:55 to go in the second quarter, and Fairview leads Colcord 14-7. We're back with more here on the Squirtle Game of the Week.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
The one time he wasn't on him was when they threw the post.
Welcome back. Fairview about to kick it off to Colcord, 14-7. Touchdown reception by Reed Martins is the difference in the game right now. And another scud right down the middle of the field. And great kick coverage. I thought you had the receiver out of bounds, but he was able to stay in.
Yeah,
Diego Trio.
The watermelon kick is a problem to kind of deal with. You know, not that there's ever a silver lining to somebody scoring a touchdown, but at least if you're Colcord, you got a little bit of field position right here. You're not inside your own 2.
I want to say again, what great crowds we've got tonight. It is not an easy drive here from either place. Perhaps a little further from Colcord, and their stands are packed.
Small school Oklahoma football, it's a big deal.
Winfield hands it to Mott. Mott's got running room, and you said They haven't reached the second level very often. They did on that play and got a first down.
Yeah, they did a good job of getting to the linebackers right there. Kind of wrapped the backside guard around and put him up on the linebacker and got Mott a little bit of running room, and he took advantage of it. It's the first down for Colcord since their first drive, I think. Going right back to it. Fairview did a much better job right there. That 1 yard gain.
I think it shows how good both of these teams are, that just because you've won a battle on one play doesn't guarantee you're going to come back and win a battle on the next one.
No, it's a war right now between the offensive and defensive lines, really on both teams. Second long. Let's see what Colcord's got. Looks like they're going to throw it. He's got him on the out route. Great coverage. Great job. They like number 7 when they throw the football, especially on sprint outs and boots. Fairview did a great job of covering that.
That play was really blown up by Austin Hauk. He got back there and I think did not allow that play to develop as much as Winfield and Williams would have liked to.
No, like I said earlier, I mean they're going to have a plan for number 12, and I don't think they've seen really anybody like him. His motor is incredible, plus he's just a tremendous athlete. So 3rd and long, maybe another crossing route.
Looks like Williams is going to be in the slot. Motions to his left. And we have a whistle that will blow it dead, and the play clock had run to 0.
Wow, that's a big penalty right there. 3rd and 9's bad enough, but now you're 3rd and 14.
You keep going backwards, and you're facing a punt into the wind here.
Yeah, this is big. They need a first down to kind of keep the momentum on their side a little bit. It looked like Fairview was a little bit confused too. They may have caught a break on that penalty. The motion, I'm not sure they knew who was covering who.
Winfield.
Screen.
And Fairview runs into it. But they got enough depth there to make the play.
They did a really good job. Their second level linebackers did a great job of recognizing the screen.
Manuel Bocanegra is stopped after a gain of only about 3 yards. So looks like Colcord will certainly have to punt here. Now you're not thinking about going for this one, right?
No, I'm punting this
Okay.
one. Coach would kill me if I went for this. He's a lot bigger than I am, so.
Some interesting scores in the Class B games going on right now. Sealing has a 16-0 lead over Oklahoma Bible, and Velma Elma 14-8 over Laverne. It's a good kick.
Yeah, great coverage. Wow. Nice job right there getting out of that initial tackle. Did a good job right there, number 2, Micah Wheeler. Probably saved Fairview 10 to 12 yards in field position right there. This is Fairview's worst starting field position, isn't it?
Well, other than perhaps the opening kick, is that right? Yeah. I mean, that they have enjoyed really good field position so far in the game. Motion from Burris.
Maybe a now screen. Yep.
There you go. You called it. Williams is out there trying to make the play, but Burris is able to get loose, breaks a couple of tackles, and has a gain of 8.
Really good job right there, finding some creative ways to get your playmaker the football. Coach Bernard did a good job of the motion, kind of backed off the coverage and gave them a chance to get the football. If you'll see, they've moved. There's the pace again. Great job by Perez.
Yeah, you had a safety and a corner trying to get lined up over here as the ball was snapped with their back turned to the play. So that is really causing a lot of problems.
Yeah, and Colcord's moved Winfield over onto Martins to try to slow that down. So we'll see if Fairview makes an adjustment and maybe throws it to somebody else a little bit.
Run blitz, there is Lynn, who's the leading tackler that we talked about, coming through free, and is able to get the stop for no gain on Perez.
You know, Fairview will split Houck out quite a bit too. Haven't seen him do it tonight, but he's also another one of those guys they can put out there that's a matchup problem, and he's athletic enough to be able to run routes. Great job. Little nice RPO. Just ripped the now screen out here. Coach Bernard does some really good stuff on offense.
Strader with the reception, his first catch of the night.
3rd and 2. Houck with the lead block. He just buried number 15, Cade Lynn, their leading tackler. Great job by Fairview realizing who they needed to block right there. Put your best player on their best tackler.
And we're going to have offsides on the Hornets. They jump across the line. Good snap cadence by Bernard to draw the defense offside.
Hornets are reeling a little bit right here. Coach Martins would probably like a timeout, but he had to spend 2 earlier to keep from getting 12 guys on the field. 1st and 5. This is great down and distance for a play caller. Going to take a shot on the post. Great coverage right there.
Second ball we've seen batted at the line of scrimmage from Bernard.
Yeah, Martinez on Burris is an interesting matchup. Both those guys can really run. They're about the same height, so that'll be interesting to see how that transpires. And then Winfield on Martins is a pretty good matchup too. So maybe Colcord's kind of found something in the secondary that is a little bit better than what they had to start.
Bernard carries out the fake. Perez is leaning forward for
you got a first down.
Good game.
1st and goal. Colcord needs to dig in right here and at least maybe try to hold them to a field goal opportunity. Go down 2 scores without really a lot of momentum. It's not really where you want to be.
A little college football tonight, Pac-12 championship. Not much trouble for USC on offense. They lead Utah 14-3.
Doesn't probably surprise a lot of people that USC can score.
No, it does not. Offsides, or excuse me, illegal procedure on Fairview, so that will cost them 5.
Yeah, it's a big penalty. Backs them. Now it's 1st and goal from the 14.
Well, this is where Colcord's been at their best, is in short yardage situations. It's tough for them against the run. They've got some physical linebackers that are not afraid to come up and play some run defense.
Yeah, I mean, this could very easily be 28-7 right now. Great job. Great job by number 7 again, just getting his hands on the football and batting down the out route because they had it. They had Burris on a little out. That motion is doing a good job for Fairview of getting some separation with the defensive back and allowing those guys to be able to run their routes.
I'm impressed and have been the times I've seen Fairview this season with Bernard's ability to throw the ball across the field. He's got a strong arm.
He does. He really does, especially for a sophomore. And he's not a big kid. 5'11", 175, but he's got a really strong arm. A little sprint out. Great job by Colcord. Kind of like I talked about earlier, I think he's made a living this year of kind of pulling it down and running around and making something happen, and he's going to have a hard time doing that tonight.
Traden Larman, one of the linebackers, finished him off, and really no time for Bernard to set up to see what was available down the field.
That's be interesting here. I mean, you trying to score, you're trying to get in field goal range. Probably need 10 yards to feel good about a field goal.
Bernard rolls slightly to his left, going to throw in the end zone again for Martins. It's incomplete.
Great job, great coverage right there by Winfield.
I got no chance to see what's going on down there in that corner the way this press box is built.
I just saw the ball go rolling out.
I was judging by the reaction of the fans.
Yeah.
There was no one cheering here.
Looks like I may have a field goal try.
So Caden Pettis, I said, well, will it be Bernard that's going to kick the field goal? It'll be Bernard. He had 2 field goals last week.
Yep. This is going to be a pretty good field goal, too. What, about a 33-yarder-ish?
I'll call 34. Good snap, good hold.
Wow. I think he drilled it.
Jackson Bernard can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he can. That was a heck of a kick.
He's piling up the fantasy points.
Yeah,
you have to have him as a first-round pick.
Yeah, he's just a sophomore, so he'll be back next year. So if you need a first pick in next year's draft, he'd be the one to go for.
Look at the score right now. Ceiling out on top of Oklahoma Bible, 24-0, seeking some revenge.
Wow, that's
earlier
what
loss.
surprises me. OBA looked so good last week against Dewar, but it's really hard to play somebody twice, especially somebody that you beat kind of handily.
Bixby not having those problems with the Wasso right now, 28-6.
No, Bixby's probably not going to have a lot of problems with anybody for a while.
Millwood 24-0 over Victory Christian.
It looks like Victory just scored, 24-6. Tipton and Winoka are in a war. Laverne on top. Washington's on top now, too. They were down 14-7 earlier. Now they're up 21-14. Here comes the watermelon kick again.
I mean, they might not need to watermelon it with Jax. Just have him drill one with this win.
I mean, but look at that. That's a problem. Great coverage, too.
Now, would you consider stealing that watermelon kick? Is there somebody that could execute that?
I mean, what execution is there?
You'll have tryouts,
right?
Yeah. Well, you got to find out who's got the, maybe a strong leg that can put some velocity behind it.
I mean, I'm not above stealing from anybody. All right, so Colcord's got 4 minutes right here before the half to try to put something together. Let's see what they can do. A little empty set right here to start.
I would think they would need to put some points on the board to feel good about things going in at halftime. And here comes the quarterback run game that you talked about. What a move.
Yeah, he's really good.
Looked like a face mask or potentially
maybe a horse collar.
The horse collar. Houck had some part of Winfield's body, and there's a conversation going on right now. The sidelines and a personal foul's got to stand.
Horse collar. Fairview faithful aren't happy about it. Colcord, surprisingly, or not surprisingly, is happy about it.
Well, that's a nice move. I thought he put a pretty good move on Houck, who's caused a lot of problems so far.
Yeah,
for Colcord on offense.
He did. The Winfield kid is really good with the ball in his hands, and he might be somebody right now down 17-7 that you kind of lean on to see what he can do for you. Fairview's putting Houck to the field too. They keep flopping their defensive ends to help out on that edge. Little jet sweep. Doing a good job of stringing it out.
Well, he had some blocks. Look at the speed.
Wow.
Martinez turns it on, and a couple of really nice plays back-to-back for Colcord. I thought that was great blocking on the edge, and then he really found a hole and got up after it.
Yeah, that was a great job by Colcord. And they got something going here. Looks like we're making some substitutions for Fairview. Well, inside zone. Colcord's got a little momentum right now. Plenty of time left, so really can do anything you want as far as if you want to run it, throw it, whatever. I'll tell you one thing that's, you just don't see a lot. You've seen it kind of from both of these teams. You don't see a lot in Class A every time there's a dead ball, there's guys running in and out, which really speaks volumes to the amount of depth that they have on both sides.
Fairview has just got an army of players. I mean, for a Class A team, they got a ton of kids out from football.
They do. That backside defensive end did a great job. I couldn't tell who that was. Is that 54?
Could be Pettis.
Yeah, he did a really good job of closing that down from the backside. Just kind of chased that guard and tackle on that counter play. All right, so you got 2 downs to get 4 yards. There's Winfield on the edge again. Great job by number 2 from Fairview. The Micah Wheeler, great job of closing in and making an open field tackle on Winfield isn't easy. All right, Mark, you got a little decision right now if you're Coach Bernard. I think they got a hold. So do you make it 4th and 4 or 3rd and 14?
I'm going to say 3rd and 14 here because they've done a pretty good job. There haven't been many explosive plays for Colcord tonight. 4 yards, I think they're definitely capable of picking up. But 14 and 2 downs, I'm not so sure.
Looks like Coach Bernard agrees with you.
It's like the old QB1 days back at Henry Hudson's. 35-6 now, Bixby.
Yeah, I think that train is going to be hard to stop.
Oh, what a move.
Great job by Fairview. They're doing a tremendous job on Winfield, keeping him kind of contained. Coach Bernard going to burn a little timeout, see if he can get the ball back with some time. Punting.
I'm punting. The snap has been chronically high. It's not too much of a disruption, but it is affecting, I think, some of the fakes and the execution in the backfield for Colcord.
Yeah, they do a lot of timing stuff with motion, motion and kicking out. So that could play a factor. It's like the Fairview cheerleaders are in a festive holiday mood tonight, rocking the Santa hats.
Mm-hmm. This Velma-Elma game in Laverne going back and forth, 22-16.
Looks like they're going for it. Or at least going to initially look like they're going to go for it. Maybe throw it up to number 7. See if he can make a play. Give Williams a chance. Yep, there it is. Throw it up to the 6'3" kid. And he caught it.
Did he catch that or did it bounce?
Off the deflection.
What a play.
What a play. Yeah, Burris was all over it. Went up to try to pick it off, and it bounced off his hands and right to him.
Well, that just, you're right. They just threw that up and let him try to outmuscle the opposition, and he does have a size advantage over Burris. That's a big conversion.
That was huge, especially if they can go score.
Mott falls forward for a gain of about 4.
Yeah, just one timeout for Colcord though, so you kind of got to be careful down here. Still minute 48, you got a lot of time.
Yeah, and remember, Colcord is going to receive the ball in the second half, so this is a way to really change the momentum of the game with the back-to-back possessions. Mott straight up the middle.
Nothing. Fairview's doing a great job of stopping the inside run game. So minute 20, 3rd and 7. Maybe put Winfield on the move here. They're definitely better when he's got the ball in his hands.
Haven't seen much of Larman on offense.
No, might see some here. This is condensed formation they like to do some sprint out stuff out of.
He's looking for Larman, and he catches it. Touchdown.
Did he catch it?
Larman.
Yep. Wow, great job.
Hauled it in.
Larman makes 2 huge plays on that. Well, I guess, yeah. Both tight ends are coming through for Colcord on that drive.
50 seconds is enough time for Fairview to perhaps get something going with their passing game, but that's a big, big score in this contest because Fairview really had its way in the second quarter, but that's a huge drive to go score on the pass from Winfield to Larman.
Yeah, we got a ball game, Mark.
As expected, 17-14, quick timeout. We'll come back and see if the Jackets can counter with 50 seconds left in the first half.
When looking to purchase or market your livestock, choose the Fairview Livestock Commission Company. Family owned and operated, we're proud to be Northwest Oklahoma's first choice for your cattle marketing needs. Cattle sales are every Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. Replacement cow sale this Tuesday, December 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. K.L. James, 580-227-3797. Go Yellow Jackets.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Welcome back. Colcord set to kick it off. Oh, wow, it's a quick kick there, and they kind of catch Fairview by surprise. And with all the speed that the Yellow Jackets have back there to return these kicks, that was a nice move. You seen that on film?
I hadn't seen that on film. I'm going to be honest with you, though. I kind of fast-forwarded through most of the special team stuff. But, I mean, Fairview's got 48 seconds to get 40 yards, maybe give Bernard another chance at a field goal.
I don't need to ask you if you're going to be aggressive here. They got 2 timeouts as well.
Yeah, I think this first down's big right here, just to see if you can get some, get a first down and get yourself on the move, which they did. Great job by Bernard at just seeing a lane and tucking it and going and getting what he can. So you got 2 timeouts and, really, realistically, you're 30 yards from taking a shot. That last field goal Bernard kicked would have been good from 45 yards.
Looks like the fire truck here is trying to leave on the other side of the field. Hopefully things are all okay at the lumber shack.
It was when we left.
Pass, that is kind of thrown haphazardly.
Yeah, I didn't really know who he was throwing it to right there.
And that's in the direction of a couple of white-shirted Hornets.
Yeah, they've got the Houck kid split out down here at the bottom. He's a little bit like, Williams and like Larman. He's going to have an advantage over whoever it is that's covering him. It might be somebody to keep an eye on right here.
There's just not enough size in the Colcord secondary to try to cover Martins and Houck when they're both split to wide either side of the field.
No, and you look, they've kind of got Houck doubled over here. They've got a safety over the top of him. There's some room to the trip side where he's looking. That was batted down again. There's some room over there. Colcord's playing way off. That now screen they ran earlier was pretty effective. So you got 3rd and 10, 34 seconds left.
You're trying to pick up the first down here, right?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I'm talking about in one play, not try to set up third down for 4.
No, you're trying to get it. You're trying to get it in 1. Throw the bubble. Oh, now it's 3rd and 15.
Tell you what, Utah's having a longer night in Vegas than I've had sometimes. Although they get a break here.
Give Lincoln another shot at you, and it's probably going to be a problem.
Here comes Williams.
Oh, they got a chance. They got a chance here. Great call by Bernard. Great call. And that just went barely over the fingertips of Williams, too. That was really, really close to being another batted ball. So Fairview's got some options here with 2 timeouts. Might even run it. Throw the out route again.
Got it.
Martins. Yep. Timeout. Did he get out of bounds?
No. Can't take the timeouts with you.
Yep. There's your timeout.
What a game so far by Reed Martins.
Yeah,
he's been the difference maker.
Yes, for sure.
Bernard, obviously, at quarterback, has made a lot of things happen, but Reed Martins has made some big catches.
Yeah, he's got to have close to 100 yards receiving, doesn't he? I would think. Yeah, he's a problem. I mean, you know, when you're – I don't care what class it is. You know, you're 6'3", 175 pounds. That's a difficult matchup for secondary players.
42-6 at halftime.
For Bixby?
Yeah, I mean, they don't mind beating somebody 70 to –
No, they don't care at all. I've had 59 put on me in the finals before, so it can happen.
Wow, Hominy trailing Gore 27-0.
Wow. I'm telling you, Gore's – we talked about it on the show. I mean, you got 22 seniors, and you got a coach like Coach Tyler, who I think is one of the better ones around. They seems like they're kind of on a mission.
What are the issues that Gore would pose for either Fairview or Colcord?
Well, I think they match up really well size-wise, and they're really physical. Really physical. They don't throw the ball as well as Fairview, you know. And to me, that's the biggest difference between Fairview and everybody else is their ability to throw the ball, not just with his arm, but the scheme and how they do it and the weapons they have, just like this.
Great recovery.
Yeah, great recovery. But Coach Bernard does. I mean, their offense is multiple, so it's really hard to kind of deal with their ability to run the ball and then throw off of it. So, but Gore's really good.
13 seconds left, so you still do have that timeout in your back pocket if you want to try to run the ball to set up a potential field goal. Got a feeling they might try another one for the end zone here.
Yeah. Throwing it up to Houck. A lot bigger target. Had him. Pass interference. It's just both these teams just have matchup nightmares for secondary players, whether it's Larman, whether it's Williams, whether it's Houck. I mean, you just don't. I mean, look at the difference between Houck and the corners and safeties from Colcord. I mean, it's just the kid that looks like he ought to be covering him is number 7. You know,
right?
Their defensive end.
But that's just too much of a size advantage. So 10 yards here on the pass interference penalty in 7 seconds. You have to start to be careful here with the time. The timeout may not help you if you're going to try to attempt to get a field goal. You mentioned Brandon Tyler. Now, can you tell me who Brandon roomed with in college? It's another Oklahoma high school state championship coach.
Really? Well, let's see. Brandon he's from Gore. Did he go to NSU? Did he go to Northeastern?
I think he went to East Central.
Oh. Well, I'm going to stall my Fairview.
Okay, I'll give you time. You can answer that in the third quarter if you'd like. Here's Bernard back to pass. Throwing across the middle. He's in.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Wow. What a drive.
Boy, that is a huge drive. Isaiah Burris had a couple of touchdowns last week and has got another one tonight, and that is Riverboat Gambler right there.
That is.
You're going to cost yourself points if that doesn't go straight to the end zone, and it does.
A great call by Coach Bernard, and just a great drive by Fairview. 50 seconds, and you go 65 yards and score a touchdown right before half. That's huge.
Well, they're used to going fast, and they score with zeros on the clock and robbing Colcord of any good spirit, the tiding that they had going into the locker room after their touchdown drive. We'll take the halftime break with you. We'll come back here for the third quarter of action, 24-14 Fairview over Colcord.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Jensen's of Fairview is celebrating 91 years. Celebrate with us and support Fairview Public Schools by purchasing a raffle ticket to win a new 2022 Buick Encore. 100% of all ticket sales will go to support our schools. The drawing will be held December 15th, and you do not need to be present to win. Tickets can be purchased at Jensen's or any Fairview school office. Thank you for choosing Jensen's for your car buying and servicing needs for 9 decades. Go Jackets!
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Since 1962, the Eitzen Agency has delivered quality insurance solutions to you, your family, and your business. You'll find homeowners, auto, business, and life insurance, and they specialize in church insurance. But there's something else. They haven't forgotten their small-town roots for friendliness and courtesy, and they are committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At the Eitzen Agency, they'll work with you to ensure that you and those you care about the most are protected. Call 580-227-2553 for the Eitzen Agency, 102 South Main in Fairview.
This This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Farmers and Merchants National Bank is Fairview's hometown bank, serving you. Committed to providing the Fairview area with the latest in banking services and convenience. Farmers and Merchants is a locally owned and operated bank, eager to serve your personal and professional banking needs. With a pledge to exceed the expectations of their customers, the staff is confident in their ability to provide you with an exceptional banking experience. Farmers and Merchants National Bank in Fairview, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village and South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
When looking to purchase or market your livestock, choose the Fairview Livestock Commission Company. Family owned and operated, we're proud to be Northwest Oklahoma's first choice for your cattle marketing needs. Cattle sales are every Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. Replacement cow sale this Tuesday, December 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. K.L. James, 580-227-3797. Go Yellow Jackets.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available: auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
At Bank Central, our roots run deep with a heritage that began over 100 years ago in Alva, Oklahoma. Today, our legacy continues to grow, not only in Alva, but in the other communities we serve, Cherokee, Woodward, and Enid. With our outstanding personnel, the latest in banking technology, and a wide variety of services, Bank Central has the banking expertise to help you with all your financial needs. We're Bank Central, and we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Jensen's of Fairview is celebrating 91 years. Celebrate with us and support Fairview Public Schools by purchasing a raffle ticket to win a new 2022 Buick Encore. 100% of all ticket sales will go to support our schools. The drawing will be held December 15th, and you do not need to be present to win. Tickets can be purchased at Jensen's or any Fairview school office. Thank you for choosing Jensen's for your car buying and servicing needs for 9 decades. Go Jackets!
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Since 1962, the Eitzen Agency has delivered quality insurance solutions to you, your family, and your business. You'll find homeowners, auto, business, and life insurance, and they specialize in church insurance. But there's something else. They haven't forgotten their small-town roots for friendliness and courtesy, and they are committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At the Eitzen Agency, they'll work with you to ensure that you and those you care about the most are protected. Call 580-227-2553 for the Eitzen Agency, 102 South Main in Fairview.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get higher, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
It's time to stop worrying about what's for dinner. Whether you're planning an event or just need meals at your doorstep, let Devlin prepare and deliver fresh food wherever and whenever you need it. Choose from our variety of fresh catering and prepped meals and enjoy the delicious, nutritious food you deserve. Do what you do best while Devlin takes care of the rest. Visit devlinllc.com to see what we can do for you.
Farmers and Merchants National Bank is Fairview's hometown bank, serving you. Committed to providing the Fairview area with the latest in banking services and convenience. Farmers and Merchants is a locally owned and operated bank, eager to serve your personal and professional banking needs. With a pledge to exceed the expectations of their customers, the staff is confident in their ability to provide you with an exceptional banking experience. Farmers and Merchants National Bank in Fairview, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village and South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Imagine a school with more than 26,000 enrollments per year, cultivating opportunities for students to develop new skills and gain industry-recognized certification. Now imagine a corporate training center that partners with more than 500 local businesses each year, providing a productive and prepared workforce for employers in Oklahoma through customized training. Now, imagine a community resource who believes our business thrives when our community thrives. We aren't just the local Votech, we are Autry Technology Center.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
When looking to purchase or market your livestock, choose the Fairview Livestock Commission Company. Family owned and operated, we're proud to be Northwest Oklahoma's first choice for your cattle marketing needs. Cattle sales are every Friday at 9 o'clock a.m. Replacement cow sale this Tuesday, December 6th at 6 o'clock p.m. K.L. James, 580-227-3797. Go Yellow Jackets.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Scott Streller and team have been proudly serving the Edmond community for over 30 years. At the Streller Agency, we take pride in offering premier service and the highest quality insurance available. Auto, home, life, and more. Our award-winning team has over 150 years combined experience to offer, and we're always working hard to make sure you never have to worry and always have peace of mind. So call or visit StrellerAgency.com today for your custom quote.
Welcome back for the second half. Mark Rogers, Lynn Shackelford here at Harrah High School. It is Fairview on top of Colcord, 24-14. Give some credit to someone listening to the game on Twitter tonight. Vince Goins says it's Colcord. Murray Evans, who's here covering the game for the Tulsa World, says it's Colcord, so I apologize. I will go with Colcord.
Yeah, so will I.
Colcord. I got a good football team no matter how you say it.
Yep. They got a big drive right here coming up to start the second half.
We were in touch with our colleagues. Who's calling the game with Adam tonight? Tom?
It's Adam and Tom and Andy, I believe.
All right. Adam, Tom, and Andy all up in Alva tonight. They said get ready and bundle up. Wind and cold weather is coming this way.
60-mile-an-hour wind, I believe, was what he said. So hopefully it's still a couple hours away. See if the watermelon kick is still effective. Looks like it. I mean, it just stymied him every time. It's working. Stay with it.
Manuel Bocanegra has had 3 attempts to field it, and it's been like a BB coming at him.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be hard to deal with. He's pretty consistent, too, on where he puts it.
It's like it's not necessarily a rifle approach, maybe more of a shotgun, but
yeah.
Well, Colcord had some momentum with the touchdown drive to make it 17-14, but they surrendered that key drive right before half. Great execution by Fairview to make it a 10-point game.
Yeah, here we go. We're going to see if we can get Winfield going for Colcord. And Fairview's done such a good job containing him. Their secondary players are coming up and getting in the run game on that quarterback sweep.
They do a pretty good job of getting the linemen out in front of that play.
Yeah, they really do. The jet sweep they ran earlier was really good, but Burris did a great job right there coming in from his corner position and making a great open field tackle. Really impressed with Fairview's ability to tackle in the open field so far.
It's a great read coming over and pass defense by Michael Winans, but I don't know if he was there maybe a little early, but it's going to be an incompletion, no flag on the play.
He caught it.
It's a good catch.
Yeah. Yeah, Williams just went up and snatched it out of the air. 3rd and long right here for Colcord. It's a big play right here, Mark. I don't know that I want to give the ball back to Fairview this early in the quarter, down 10. Another high snap, and Houks coming off the edge like a madman. Great coverage. Wow, great coverage by Fairview. They had that play read from the beginning.
Is that Blake Perez over there?
Yeah, I believe it was Blake Perez. He's playing that defensive end, kind of outside linebacker. Saw the running back leak out on the wheel route and just ran right with it. Made a great play. Colcord needs to kind of regroup a little bit right here and dig in and get a stop. Little outside zone, big hole. Great job by the offensive line, Fairview.
Perez is in really good shape. As the longer the game goes, I think running this no huddle, this fast-paced offense just seems like he becomes a lot more difficult to tackle.
Yeah, their pace is really good. Does a really good job, too, seeing that zone scheme and seeing the hole open up, especially on the backside. Does a really good job of sticking his foot in the ground and finding those open areas in the zone. You wonder, I know we're just coming out of halftime, but you wonder how long those big boys for Colcord are, with the pace Fairview's playing, how long they're going to be able to continue to battle as well as they did in the first half.
Has really good size on both sides of the ball. If you are Coach Bernard, is there a point in time in this game where you're going to abandon the tempo somewhat?
Yeah, I think you get to a point where you do. I don't think he's there yet. I think fourth quarter you're up a couple scores. Then, I think you want to slow the pace down. But right now, you're running the football. I think more than anything, what you want right now, if you're Coach Bernard, is first downs.
Yeah, this has been a drive here to, after forcing a punt, 3 and out on the first possession. Time is rolling off this clock.
Yeah, and if you'll notice, even on this drive, they've had pace, and then even here, he slowed it down. We're 16 seconds on the play clock. Yeah, wow.
Colcord's clapping.
Yeah, I think somebody moved for the Jackets. I need to talk to Coach Bernard. Number 51, Bowden Miller, needs a new helmet. His helmet's like orange from all the paint that's been swapped.
I noticed that on some of the Stillwater helmets. There's another batted down pass by Ian Williams.
He's a problem. That false start penalty for Fairview was huge. Now you're 4th and 7. So Colcord's got a chance right here to get off the field. They've been really good on 4th down so far this game. I would be concerned about Houck out in a route. He's down here playing tight end. Looks like they're going to keep him in to protect. Just going to take a shot. Great coverage.
That really was good coverage.
Yeah.
He waited. He didn't really have to make a commitment too much. He was playing the ball the entire way.
Yeah, great stop by Colcord right there. That looked like Looked like that had a chance maybe for Fairview to go down and really take control of this game.
I've decided you're much better with the pronunciation than me. You got it nailed.
Well, you know, my parents are from Eastern Oklahoma. At 21, Burris is limping a little bit for Fairview. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, he's a speed merchant. Now, I am going to pose my trivia question to you one more time.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, I forgot.
Brandon Tyler.
Should have internet cheated it during the
roommate. Oh, what a big hit.
Yeah, that's 54 Pettis. He's played a heck of a ball game tonight. I'm going to have to plead ignorance on Brandon Tyler's roommate in college.
It's Jody Weber.
Oh, nice.
Two of them, I believe, faced off in a state championship game, if I'm not mistaken. At least a semifinal for sure.
Yeah,
between Davis and Vian.
Had to have. Nice run right there. Get him in third, manageable.
It's hard to recognize Jody. He's got a beard.
I haven't seen Jody in a while.
He's living the good life.
All right, well, they got Williams split out again. Fairview's got a 6-foot, 150-pound corner on him. Might be another opportunity to take a shot. Looks like they are. Wow. Great job. Fairview's going to have to do something different. I don't know what. I don't know if Martins plays in the secondary, but might be time to give him a chance.
That's not the most complicated play, but it has been very effective for him tonight. It's been their best play.
Yeah, it's been very effective. Throw it up to Williams and let him come down with it.
You know, they really have not been able to unhinge their speed in the backfield. Martinez is really quick, but this Fairview defensive line has suffocated him.
They're doing a great
There's another
job.
example of it.
Great job. Fairview's doing such a good job on the edge. You know, they're getting so much support from their secondary on the quarterback sweep stuff. Which, you know, I mean, if you can get that, if you can get your secondary guys to come down and get in the run game, and get in the fight, it's a huge bonus. Little sprint out.
Snaps a little bit better here in the second half. Williams again, that was good coverage with him step for step. It's Micah Winans.
Yeah, Fairview had that covered pretty well. Also, you got Houck, who's just in Winfield's face. He may even got a piece of that. It looked like it kind of came out weird. All right, well, we got Williams split out again. Let's see what Fairview's plan is. Looks like we're going to put two on him this time.
Williams and Larman, to a lesser degree, a little bit smaller size, but still pretty good at grabbing the ball. There's Larman.
Larman, yep.
First down.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing anything different. Just stay in that and keep doing it. Yeah, it's just such an advantage. He split out again. You know, the other thing, when they split him out, it lightens the box for Fairview because they're playing 2-on-1. Only have 5 in the box. You might be able to run the football, but, man, they're doing a great job.
Another play made by Ethan Wallace, another end.
Yeah, Fairview's front four is playing really well.
Going to get Wallace a breather.
So Fairview's put Perez out there on Larman now. Oh, great move on Houck. He's going to score.
This.
Nope. It's a great run. When he gets loose, he's a problem. Houck had him in the backfield and couldn't get him down.
Well, we haven't seen him really be effective carrying the football tonight, but we have seen enough of Gabe Winfield to know that he is very elusive.
Yeah, no, he is. I mean, Houck had him dead to rights for a 4-yard loss, and he turned it into a 15-yard gain. Here he is again on the edge.
Holding.
That may have been a hold. It was missed. Great open field. I mean, just Fairview's doing a great job just running to the football. Yeah, that may have gotten away with one there, but.
Yeah, that was Sawyer Sherrill. Some piece of the jersey.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not a hold unless they throw the flag, though, right?
That's correct.
The Fairview faithful aren't happy about it. Both tight ends over here to the right. We'll run behind them. Number 6, who we haven't seen carry the football yet.
Is the ball loose?
Pendry.
No, just hadn't blown it dead.
Pendry, the ball carrier.
I mean, Pendry's another 5'6", 240. Good grief.
Now we're getting closer to my dimensions. Third down. Big play. Mott got close, but then went right backwards.
That's Pendry again. Mott's not in there right now. I don't know. I don't know that Pendry he's got 37 carries on the year.
Maybe a little more physical in the goal line, but this one is
maybe
a yard away.
A 4th and 1. Quarterback, maybe a little quarterback keeper here. Looks like it, just quarterback ISO. I think he's in.
I think he's in as well, but no signal yet.
Fairview doesn't think he's in.
Well, the officials haven't called anything. I mean, if there's no signal now, I don't know that it's coming.
Wow. I mean, they got a better shot at it than we do up here, but it sure looked like he was laying in the end zone.
This goal line has been tough to penetrate.
It has, for sure. That's what, the 3rd goal line stand down here on this end?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Great job by Fairview, though.
You know, this game kind of teeters back and forth on whether or not Fairview is going to really kind of extend its lead here, but we've had no points scored in this third quarter.
No, we haven't. Fairview's backed up, too. This is going to take a shot. Yep. Doesn't look like his ankle's hurt there. Oh, wow, that was about a 100-yard touchdown play.
It was. There was separation.
That was a great throw. Great throw. Burris, I know, would love to have that one back.
The other Class A semifinal tonight, Gore is just working Hominy right now, 41-0.
Wow. It's going to be the Pirates' first ever trip to the state championship, barring a miracle comeback by the Bucks.
I'm looking at the program right here. These guys that are pictured in the Gore
they
advertisement, they doesn't really look like high schoolers.
Oh, did Colcord jump off sides? Or did Fairview move?
Fairview moved, which is far less.
4-inch penalty.
Yeah. Now, do you know the superintendent of Gore Public Schools, Lucky McCrary?
I don't. My mom does. I think Lucky's a pretty good guy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
it's a great name.
My old superintendent, Sammy Jackson, he knows Lucky. He's a good dude.
It's even better if it's on the birth certificate.
Oh, 100%.
Richard Mosley, longtime head coach at Gore, is assistant on the staff there for Brandon Tyler. And you mentioned 22 seniors. That's absurd.
It's crazy. And every one of them, I think, have started since they were freshmen.
That's an all-out blitz and interception.
Wow, interception.
Big play for Gore, stepping right in front of the football to bring it back is Malachi January, the sophomore.
Yeah, that was not a good decision by Jax. I don't know. It almost looked like Houck thought he was going to pivot one direction and the ball kind of went the other direction. I don't know if that was just kind of a miscommunication but nevertheless, Colcord 1st and goal. See if Fairview can get another goal line stand. Starting out pretty well.
Pendry again.
Yeah. I must like Pendry down here. I didn't look to see if Mott was playing defense or not. He's one of their other linebackers. Trying to see if I see him on the sideline over there. Pendry is a thick fella in all the good football sense. Oh, wow. Great play by Fairview right there. Pettis is playing his tail off in the semifinals.
Well, there's just so many guys up there that you have to block. I mean, they're all good players across the front for Fairview.
And they're bringing them. I mean, they are downhill when the ball snapped. Yeah, you wonder if they've got some kind of read where he pulls it, play action. Oh, wow, interception. There's a flag. I'm not sure what it is, but
it's holding one way or the other.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think maybe Fairview grabbed the tight end coming off the line. Maybe. Chop block. Wow. Wow. Another goal line stand.
Yep, that's a big play. Now, where are they going to spot the ball?
Well, if they declined it, it's where he ran out of bounds, so it should be on like the 17. Ball was intercepted by number 2, Micah Wheeler. Made a great play on it. Just kind of jumped in front of Williams. It's crazy to me that Colcord can't run the ball right at Fairview. Perez is loose here.
Oh, he's got blockers out in front.
He's got a chance right here. Fairview's on the move. Let's see if they go fast. Colcord's kind of walking back to the line. They need to get set. We got a referee with a hat off.
All right.
Which normally means somebody ran out of bounds, but I don't know.
Got a score from Las Vegas. 17-all. Utah scores on a 4-yard pass with 2 seconds left in the first half.
A sideline warning. I wonder why he threw his hat.
You know what? Sometimes his hat got knocked off, potentially running into a guy.
He had a flag on the ground, too, and a hat off. Maybe the hat came off.
Yeah, if you run into somebody and your hat gets knocked off, then you throw the flag, and that's certainly a sideline warning, you know?
The coaching staff at Cashin, we're not scared of a sideline warning ourselves.
That's Perez. And running with some authority, a gain of 4. Fairview will take those 4-yard gains the rest of the way.
Yeah, they will. You know, the sideline warning may have actually helped Colcord. They were kind of reeling a little bit right there, and Fairview was trying to play fast, and that kind of slowed it down. See some hands on hips for Colcord's defensive linemen. They same ones that play on the offensive line, so they've had a lot of snaps out there. Great job on the RPO on the now screen.
They've worked that play a couple of times. That's the second time this evening that they've thrown that ball out in the flat to Strader.
Strader, yeah. You know, the best part about that run action gets Larman to fit, you know, and he's not standing out there with his hands up in the air ready to bat that ball down. Him or Williams. Well, they brought some linebackers out there and missed, and Perez made them pay for it.
It's not a whole lot of complication to the offense right now. It's just putting the ball in the hands of their best running back and letting him eat up some clock and eat up some yardage.
Yeah, Bernard's doing a really good job right now, just being patient, hammering away. There's that backside screen again.
Wide open.
Yeah, that's going to be trouble for Colcord. Great call. Wow, great call.
There's a flag down right at the 38-yard line, and a couple of linemen are not moving, so I think this one's coming back. But a great play to Austin Houck. It was set up, and he broke through a couple of tacklers out there, and it's
Was
gone.
he not behind the line of scrimmage when he caught it?
Let's see. The officials picked up the flag.
Waved it off.
Touchdown. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets, first points of the second half.
Really good job by the officials, too, of actually getting together and saying, hey, did he catch it behind the line of scrimmage? Because if he did, then it didn't matter where the linemen were. Picking up the flag. I thought it looked to me like he was behind the line.
You give Fairview credit. They executed that a little better than OU did earlier this year.
Yeah. They've used the clock a little better than OU has.
That's the
this
truth.
year, too.
I don't know. What's Bernard's strength? Is he a basketball player? Is he a kicker? Is he a quarterback? Just all of the above.
He's a pretty good quarterback.
We'll keep it right here with 1:04 to go in the third quarter. The most comfortable lead of the night for Fairview, 31-14.
Yeah, they've really been in control of the game for the most part. You take away, Colcord. Both of them have had 2 goal line stands, which is incredible. That you get 4 goal line stands in one game, but we'll see what Colcord can do right here. See if they can go back to using their tight ends a little bit. They sure have an advantage. Fairview can't match up with both of them. They both, Marmon and Williams, they're both a problem. They run routes, catch footballs, block. They're really good. And unfortunately for people like me, they're a junior and one of Williams is a senior. Thank God.
The interception has really been the biggest difference in the game because, Colcord's got a chance to put that in and make it a 3-point game, even though they've given up some yardage here in the second half. But that really flipped it. And here comes another one of those scud kicks that goes out of bounds, and he did. So that is going to pin them deep.
There's a flag came out. I thought he touched it.
I think he did touch it, but so do a lot of the other fans here.
Well, we're having a discussion. Yep, I guess he did touch it.
Some of these other scores that are flashing across, looks like Tipton on their way to potential state championship. Waynoka would need a big rally. And, again, the win must have really affected Bodie Boydston and OBA tonight, that they trail Sealing 40-0. Gary Manuel, head coach at Sealing, his son, quarterback there, is really a good player.
He really is. Gary's a good guy, does a good job, too, at Sealing. Gary was a tremendous player back in the day.
I believe he was on that team that ended the Morrison streak.
He was, for sure. He was the quarterback. So Colcord's going to go to the air a little bit right now. Great job right there. Nice route. Is that number 5 for Colcord? I'll let you go with the last
Bocanegra.
name. Bocanegra.
I'm not. Hey, look, you know me. I'm not been afraid to pronounce names wrong tonight at all.
Fairview with a little substitution in the secondary. Got Burris out there to try to cover. Taking another shot downfield. Great coverage by Fairview right there.
They were running stride for stride, really even ahead of Martinez.
Yeah, Bryce Ramey.
14. Jones led Washington 14-7. That's now 42-14. It looks like there's nothing stopping a Washington-Millwood final.
Should be a heck of a final. Oh, Colcord moved.
Sealing has completed the run rule of OBA.
Wow.
Good season. Coach Kayot at OBA and Coach Bernard, coach on the same staff at Fairview.
Yeah. Yep. We locked horns with them one year when they were both there. Coach Kayot does a good job. OBA was one of the better coach teams I've seen in a while when we watched them last week against Dewar.
There goes Winfield and out of bounds. Right near the original line of scrimmage.
He's so fast once he gets going.
.45 seconds left here in the third.
3rd and long. We're pumping it up to Williams again.
Williams and Larman also has been pretty good. If they're paying too much attention to Williams, Larman is also big and physical, but the running game just hasn't been there for anyone.
No, it really hasn't. Larman over the middle. He's getting pressured like crazy from Fairview. Looked like Perez coming off the edge. Got a pretty good shot on him. Now he's got to stand there and punt it. Let's see if this affects the punt.
There have been a lot of things to me that have helped Fairview tonight. The tempo of the offense has been one. It's just the dominance up front that has really shut down this rushing attack, and they've really given them no choice. I mean, have to take to the air if they want to have positive plays.
Yeah, Perez and Houck on the edge are really good. This is a heck of a punt return right here by Wheeler. They're so long, they're strong. I mean, it's just hard to get the edge. So now you're running into an 8-man box. If you're Colcord, I don't care who you are. That's hard to do.
Kind of feel like that the Hornets are starting to get a little fatigued. I got to ask you. I know you watched the film of the game last week with Stroud. Colcord versus Stroud. Who wins that game?
Well, Colcord actually played Stroud early in the year.
Yeah, they did. They won easily.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I will say, and I watched that, Stroud's really young. They're freshmen, sophomores. They were a lot better against Fairview than they were against Colcord early in the year. And give Stroud credit. I mean, they played their tail off. I didn't think Fairview played very well. They turned it over a couple times, gave up some big plays it probably should have been a pick six on one of Stroud's touchdowns, which if it is, then it goes, it's 35-7 instead of, 28-14 or whatever it was. But Stroud looked a lot better at the end of the year than they were at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I think that score 40-14, something like that with Colcord and Stroud. But Stroud made strides as the season went along. Let's take a timeout here as we will break and prepare for the fourth quarter. 31-14 in favor of Fairview.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Welcome back. Fairview 31, Colcord 14. And the winner of this will see the Gore Pirates at UCO next week.
Yeah, that should be a good game. Whoever comes out of this one and Gore, I think, should be a really good game. 2nd and long for the Jackets. A little outside zone. Great job by Colcord stopping that right there, putting them in 3rd and long.
Let's see who that is getting up off the bottom of the pile. 73, Khalil Penn.
Yeah. 6'1", 305, sophomore. Probably can't drive yet.
Looks like a lot of these kids will be coming back next year on this Colcord team.
Yeah. There's a little, looked like 21 moved a little bit early upfield. Also looked like there may have been a little contact.
I'm not throwing that flag in the secondary. Yeah, I mean, there was a little, but that would have been offsetting penalties, but this is coming back 5.
All right, so you're taking the penalty?
Yeah, I'm going to take it.
So 3rd and 14 instead of 4th and 9?
Yeah, they're going to decline it.
Yep. That's a big play right here for Colcord. They need to get a stop and get the ball back and go score a touchdown. Big cushion up to the top. Oh, quick kick.
That may be one of the less well-executed plays of the night for Fairview. They punted that for 9 yards.
Yeah, Dad isn't real happy with the boy right there.
Well, look, he's bought a lot of equity with the rest of the evening. The field goal kicking and the passing, all of that has been pretty good. Every once in a while you have a 9-yard punt.
Yeah. Sometimes you let Dad down.
So now you're looking here at Bowden Miller on the sidelines. He's got this big splotch of orange on the helmet. Now what that is that just the shell of the helmet is orange?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's a nice unleash.
Great throw. Great catch. There's the tight end again, Larman. I mean, keep calling it till they stop it. It's a great throw by Winfield.
Yeah, he really uncorked one there.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that was really good.
And it's fair to point out the wind is blowing here. Now, it might change at some point in time from the south to the north, but they've got it for now.
That was screen. Great job by Fairview. Wow. Almost looked like they had 2 screens called. I mean, I don't.
Well, I have to say this for Winfield, I'm sorry, wherever that screen was called, there was somebody running right at him. Yeah. So, I mean, he may have just thought, I got to dump this off and get rid of it, and it was easier to do it to the short side of the field than the wide, where it looked like the linemen were ready to block.
And Mott paid the price for that. Probably saying, hey, you weren't supposed to throw it to me. We got both tight ends split out again. Winfield's got some room here. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. They're playing 2-on-1 to Williams, so that kind of lightens the box. So if they can keep 1 and 7 split out, may create some room for Winfield to kind of run around a little bit.
I also thought the tackles did a good job of keeping the rush pushed out where there was a lane for him. He wasn't just getting crashed by a guy that was a free runner. Going to throw it again. He's got his man down there.
Great coverage that time. Great coverage by Winans. Looks like Fairview's defensive line's a little bit winded right now, too. Wasn't a whole lot of pass rush right there.
Colcord has had setback after setback after setback in this game, but they have not quit.
No, they haven't. They're hanging in. If they can go get a score right here, we're gonna have ourselves a ball game. There's the pressure again. Great throw and catch. Yeah. Bocanegra. Got out of bounds too, which if you're Colcord, you want right now. You want the clock not to move. But Larman and Williams are winded. They've been playing their tail off.
Winfield going to throw it away.
Yeah, that's a good decision right there. Fairview doesn't know. The Fairview fans doesn't know that they've changed that rule where you can do that now in high school football too.
Clearly out of the pocket, so this does bring up a 4th down, 4th and 3.
Yeah, this is big right here.
I think that also shows you that Austin Martin, 3rd down and 3, he's got 2 downs to make 3 yards, but there just hasn't been any rushing attack at all to speak of tonight.
No, there really hasn't. They're gonna need something here. They got both tight ends in. Let Winfield carry it. He's not going to get there. Great tackle. Great tackle by Gilchrist. He's not. I don't even think he's close. Fairview's done such a great job against the run tonight.
I got to ask you now, the more personnel that you put in there along the line of scrimmage, the more of those big bodies from Fairview that you invite to be in there as well. So is it better to try to spread them out to run, or are you still in trouble?
Well, if I'm Colcord, you haven't had any success when you've had the tight ends inside, and when they've split them out, Fairview's taken more guys out there with them. So like I said earlier, you kind of lighten the box. I would kind of live there for the rest of the night if I was Colcord, with 1 and 7 as far away from everybody else as possible, and then let your quarterback kind of run around a little bit.
I agree with that. I'm not expecting this to be close.
I don't think it's close. Yeah.
Don't mind asking for the measurement if that's what Colcord did.
Yeah, he may have needed some time just to catch their breath, too. You ever been on a chain crew?
No, I've stood by several,
but
I've never been on one, no. You know, you got a lot of chain crews that have been that pass that down generationally.
Oh yeah, it's a big deal.
Now, who do you trust at Cashin to be on the chain gang?
We've got a great crew. I haven't in 17 years. I've never even worried about it. I don't even really know. They just they figure it out, and it's kind of a rite of passage. I think everybody likes to hang out on the other team's sidelines. Listen to the coaches. So we've got a group of dads that kind of do it, and then when they graduate, they hand it down to the next group. And
someday, my friends, there will be no chain gang. It will be rendered obsolete by some kind of chip in the football or something along those lines. Yeah.
We really need to make that happen in the NFL. Much money as they make, they
save us a lot of time.
Out. Yeah. Well, it looked like there was a hole there for a minute, and it closed down pretty quickly. Good job by Coach Bernard. He's kind of slowing it down and taking up as much time off the clock as he can. Big down here for Colcord. They need to get a stop, make Fairview punt this into the wind, hopefully get another 9-yard punt, and you're back in business.
The biggest leap in technology for the chain gang is the new digital down marker.
Yes. We haven't made that leap in Cashin just yet.
I don't know if we've seen any of those in Oklahoma high school football.
You know, Colcord may actually have one.
Really?
Yeah, I think I saw it on film. That ball went right through his hands. It's the first ball I think he hasn't come down with that they've thrown to Reed Martins tonight. So good stop by Colcord. Make him punt, plus it's incomplete pass, so the clock stops. So you got 8:40. Math is hard. What do we need, 3 scores?
Yes, I know that. Two-point conversions and 2 touchdowns are going to get him to 30. That's about all the math I can give you. They really come after that punt.
They did. I don't blame them. And they got a roll. Fairview got a roll off of this. So great punt. Dad's happy now.
Moving it from the 30 to the other 30 has not been the biggest problem for Colcord all night. It's been what they can't do inside the red zone.
Yeah.
And running the football. Did you make a prediction on the Class 5A championship game tomorrow?
I did. I took the Titans. 16-1 in the finals. That's kind of hard to bet against, isn't it?
It's an incredible record. I believe
their semifinal record's insane too.
Now, do you know the only team to knock them off in the final?
We were talking about this the other day. Was it
great play?
That was a great play. Great job of
Garfield gets out to Mott.
Was it Dell City?
No, there's a theme here tonight between the combination of the two teams that would reveal the answer to you.
It's like was it Booker T?
You got it. It's the Hornets of Booker T. Washington.
Yep.
And, of course, the black and orange of Fairview, the colors of Booker T. But that's the only team to do it.
Great job by Fairview right there. Just their pass rush tonight has been really good. Colcord has been really limited offensively in what they've been able to do.
Again, it's different players. It's not all one player. There have been a lot of guys that have just caused havoc along that defensive front.
I will say this, though. I mean, Pettis and Perez and Hauk are three really good defensive linemen.
Garfield took a big hit, and there was a big collision right around the 40-yard line. A couple of players are slow to get up.
That's great coverage by Fairview. I will say this about Fairview, too. I mean, they're not huge in the secondary. I mean, they're 155, 160, 165-pound kids, but they will hit you. I mean, Wheeler right there left his feet to try to go take on Larman.
He's listed at 135 pounds, which means, I'll give you some upper-level math here, that almost two of him goes into Larman.
Yeah, and he didn't shy away from contact at all. Larman in the slot up here to the top of the formation. Delay. Yep. I went down on the field before the Fairview CHA game to talk to Coach Bernard and walked past the Houck kid, and he's put together.
Has right now a lot of Division II offers. Is that right?
You know, I was talking to Adam. I don't know that he's gotten hardly any, which is unbelievable to me. Plus, I think he's like a 30 ACT kid. And he just got tackled. Winfield did a great job just to survive right there. He's been under serious duress the whole game. Jackets get the stop. 7:03 left. I bet Dad doesn't let son throw it here. Hey, see, I got a text message. Saw my first one at Colcord this year, digital down marker. That's from Coach Moss at Commerce. So,
I'll tell you, thanks to him for sending that text. But I can't believe that I speculated there might not be any, and yet the only one that anyone is seeing is from a team we're calling tonight.
Great job. They run that little ISO play where they bring Houck back inside and ISO on the linebackers. Been really good for Fairview all night. Probably been really good for Fairview all year, but it's been really good tonight.
There's a famous movie shot near Colcord. Can you tell me what that is? You got to think way back, maybe even before you were born or close to that time.
So like late 70s film, and was it in Oklahoma?
Yeah, it was. If it's filmed near Colcord, it was on the Oklahoma side of things.
On the Oklahoma side of the.
Yeah. Perez just keeps going.
Yeah, he does. They're 4 yards away from ending this one. Is it like a Western?
That's kind of a Western. Yeah, it's kind of one of those moving films.
I got nothing.
It's where the red fern grows.
Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't know where the red fern grows was shot in Oklahoma.
I think at Dripping Springs at the state park right there outside of Colcord, in between there and West Salem.
Little Wildcat
direct
package again.
Snap to Perez. It doesn't have him fool. That was a really nice play made by Lynn.
They've done that a couple times tonight, and it hasn't probably worked out. It almost looked like they were kind of unbalanced too. The best thing about this drive is it's eaten up 3.5 minutes for the Jackets.
There's a little tell in alignment there because of the proximity of Perez to Bernard.
Yeah. I bet this one's going to the left behind number 12. Oh, they're going to bend it. Yep, there it is.
Walks in. Too much. Blake Perez, and it has finally worn down the Colcord defense, 37-14. What an impressive performance. As you mentioned, it might not have been the best effort for the Yellow Jackets last week against Stroud, but they have brought their A game tonight against a quality opponent.
Yeah, they've been dialed in all night tonight. Hats off to Coach Bernard for getting these guys ready to play. None of these guys have been here before, so to come in here in the semifinals Well, they started off a little bit shaky, but really since that first drive, they've been pretty good on offense, better on defense.
Extra point is good. We did have a little conversation with Robert down in the field. He said, I'm not nervous. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I mean, it can mean one thing or the other, but, playing loose and relaxed has been good.
Yeah, I think, when you're confident in your kids and, probably you get an idea that your kids feel good, then I think it's pretty easy not to be nervous. You just go play a football game and let 12 and 25 and 54 and 15 and 8 and just let them go play. They played well tonight.
Laverne has a 10-point lead over Velma. Sealing and Laverne played earlier this year, and the tables might be somewhat turned in that matchup because Sealing beat Laverne early in the season. Sealing avenged one of their losses to OBA tonight. That Bixby score is getting out of control, kind of like we thought. 69-6.
Coach Blankenship ever been beat 60 before?
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a first. Even at TU, probably not 60.
Or even
Spyro. That almost didn't go out of bounds.
That really does make you think, what happened in that Week 10 game to Jinx?
Well, I mean, and I kind of said it on the show. I think the finals were last week. I mean, I think Jinx is the second best team in 6A when they're healthy, and I think you saw that. I mean, they beat Bixby once, and then what Bixby beat them last week? 28-14.
Yeah. And that game was close. Big hit.
Big hit.
Same man,
Yeah.
Peyton Pettis.
Pettis has had, 6 or 7 of those tonight where you're just, just out of nowhere. Bang.
At 6'4", 235, you just look at his frame. He is lean.
Yeah, he's
super physical.
He's a good-looking kid. Colcord still fighting them, still chugging along, though, taking some shots. Great coverage. Almost picked that off. I'll tell you what, Michael Wheeler's played. He's played really well tonight, especially for a 5'8", 135-pound kid. Sophomore. It's crazy how many sophomores are on the field tonight for both of these teams.
Larman was right there. He's really good at coming down with some of those 50-50 balls. Really not 50-50 balls when he's involved.
Third and long. They got Pettis blocked. Houck did a great job of holding the edge. He's done a great job all night long and not letting Winfield kind of get on the edge and where he can have a run or a pass option.
Well, and at this point in the game, too, is Fairview understands what Colcord's trying to do, and they can win those battles up front sometimes with just 4 guys. A lot of players dropped in coverage.
Yeah, they're playing a lot more coverage now than they did earlier in the game.
Nice pass, first down.
Yep, great route, too.
Jesse Martinez on the reception.
You wonder, they ran that shallow route to Martinez. Was that the first quarter where they didn't line, they were lined up wrong? Looks like the charter buses are back. Getting ready for those have to be fan buses, don't they?
I would think so. I mean, not sure where they would have gone. In between.
Maybe they went to the lumber shack.
It's possible. It could have been I don't know. not have been a great area for them to park. There's not a whole lot of room back here behind the visitor stands.
Yeah, that's true.
But I can tell you this, much easier to park here tonight than it was earlier today at UCO. I'm lucky that the parking enforcement wasn't out at UCO today. I might have had a big ticket to deal with.
Yeah. If it had been in Cashin, you'd have got a ticket for sure.
Yeah, no, I've already been through that. Hopefully I'm off of probation once we get to 2023.
Yeah, let's hope so. We probably have a whole new crew there, though, now, so they won't know who you are.
I've seen a lot of people trying to drop names lately on the news when it comes to being in trouble. So, I don't know. You would have been my first choice in Cashin.
Yeah, you might give it a shot.
Utah just got a touchdown. They lead USC now 24-17.
Really? A lot of happy Buckeyes right now.
17. Well, a lot of happy people around here. You got to be kidding me.
Well, that's true, but it matters to the Buckeyes. Aside from the hurt feelings. Yeah, a lot of Oklahoma Utes tonight.
24-17. Extra point's good.
Colcord's still fighting. I mean, driving right here, trying to get it back in the end zone. Looks like Coach Hardaway and the Wildcats are rolling the Wildcats from Morrison tonight in the home opener. Timeout, Fairview.
Yeah, you want to make sure that can rekindle that magic what they've done in the red zone defense tonight.
Yeah, it's still pretty incredible to me that we've had four. I mean, like legitimate on the goal line stands tonight.
Had some of those in the 6A game today, too.
Yeah. That was a good game today. I didn't realize Stillwater had won one before. I thought this was their first one. They won it in the 60s?
67. They had beaten Okmulgee.
What were they?
Class
2A?
Yeah.
That's crazy. We were looking at Jinx stuff the other day. Coach Robertson, my offensive line coach, Jinx beat him when he was a senior at Claremore in 79 maybe.
Yeah, that's right. Perry Beaver.
Yeah, and they were 3A. Claremore and Jinx were 3A.
Well, that was been 4A, would have been the largest class.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
a problem.
Yeah, not going to escape that.
Had a flag came in from the Colcord sideline.
There's nobody really around but Pettis back there unless he saw a face mask or he's reaching back for the, let's see here. I think this is going to be on the defense. That's what I get for thinking.
Oh, wow. Offsetting penalties. Start over. Big break for Colcord.
Whoever was holding didn't do a very good job of it.
No, they didn't. They should have held harder. Oh, we got Larman split out down here. We're taking a shot. Fairview's got a safety over the top, maybe.
Yeah, they're going to. That's what they're doing.
Overshot him that time. Number 1 for Fairview, Jose Arena, is in at nose guard right now, and he's a problem.
Younger?
Well, I mean, he was just coming. I mean, he was in the backfield in a hurry. Second and 10. Screen.
You know, even with the screen, those splits were so small that there's no time. There's just no time to throw. You're getting a direct path to the quarterback for Pettis and Arena. And even the coolest of customers would have a hard time completing that screen.
Yeah. Plus, they're trying to throw it to the wideout, who's out there by the numbers. I mean, he's got a long way to go to get there.
This has nothing to do with necessarily, I think Fairview, I don't know that Fairview's really been challenged that much this year either, but this Fairview team is by far the best team that Colcord's seen.
Oh, yeah, by far. I don't.
Great catch by Larman.
Catch, yeah, great job. Hey, I mean, hats off to Colcord. I mean, they're still fighting their tails off. And these guys are going to have a chance. I'll be shocked if they're not back here next year playing in the same game. Many sophomores as they have in key positions.
Well, and again, they've never crossed that threshold from the quarterfinals to the semifinals. They've had a few opportunities to do it, but just haven't quite been able to get it done. But next year, with all the returning players, it'd be a team certainly that I have eyes on in the top 5. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yeah. Hard to see that there was a player back there, but we have a penalty flag down, and I think this is going against Colcord. I take that back. I apologize. They have been to the semifinals twice. It's the state championship that they've not been to. Lost to Davis in 2010, 40-7. Lost to Mangum in 98, 28-25. So those are the 2 trips to the semifinals for Colcord. And here's kind of an interesting stat that Austin Martin, who, again, we talked about, hometown kid, played quarterback on one of the more successful teams that they've had, takes over in 2018 after 2 consecutive losing seasons. That's the only 2 losing seasons they've had in over a quarter of a century. So 25 of the last 27 have been winning seasons for a really tradition-rich program located in the far northeast corner of Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
Linebackers coming, another catch.
Yeah, Larman's double covered, still catches it. He's going to be sore tomorrow.
As long as you're making receptions, it's not quite. You're not quite hurting as much. If you're not catching them, it becomes a little worse.
Great for Colcord. I mean, they've got a drive going. They may punch it in right here, but they've taken up 6 minutes in the process, which isn't what you want if you're them. Just off his fingertips.
I mean, look, they have just been harassed all night by this front of the Fairview defense, and time taken off the clock or no, I think as a coach, I would be proud of these kids for continuing to play in this game and not,
Well, the other thing, too, I don't know how much we've talked about it. I mean, there's not many of Fairview's defensive linemen play offensive line for Fairview, so, and most of Colcord's are going both ways. That makes a huge difference. Numbers matter, pace matters. Those things matter over the course of 4 quarters. Great effort by Larman. I thought he was going to come down with that one.
Well, he was very mindful of where his feet were.
Yeah. He's another one. I don't know if anybody – I mean, I didn't ask Coach Martin, but if somebody has an offer – if NSU isn't begging him to come play football there, then there's a problem. Or Harding. How far is Harding from Colcord?
That's in Searcy? Is that right?
I think so.
It's a good question. I am not able to give you that answer without guessing.
I mean, it can't be too far.
I know where to find out, though. 4th down. Pressure again. Pass. Looks like it's intercepted.
Oh, wow, he caught it.
Or did he catch it?
He did. He just took it away from him.
That is Williams.
Yep. Just snatched it out of his hands. hats off to Colcord. I mean, they keep battling. You know, they had some chances in the third quarter. You know, down there twice inside the 10, just couldn't. You know, one of those go in and got a little different. Winfield's loose again.
Back at the end zone's got a guy.
Oh, wow. What a play.
38-22, two-possession game.
Yeah, get the hands team ready if you're Fairview. Here comes an onside kick.
You better have a full tank of gas if you're going to go from Colcord to Searcy.
Really?
Yeah, that is 4 hours and 4 minutes. Now, what you got a school in Russellville, right? I am not really familiar with my Arkansas
D2s.
No, I am not at all. I know we got the Wonder Boys.
Yeah.
We've got the Bull Weevils.
Yep.
Mule Riders.
Mule Riders.
But I can't put those with the schools. Monticello is the I think that's the this is just an epic display of my lack of knowledge here. not proud.
Well, let's see. In the GAC, Harding, the Ouachita Baptist, Henderson State, Arkansas Tech is the Wonder Boys, right?
Right, that's correct.
Arkansas Monticello.
You got to go over some of the Ozarks, I think, to get from Colcord to Russellville. That's 2 hours and 40 minutes. Probably easier as the crow flies.
Yeah, probably. A little windy. If you get car sick, you don't want to be in the back seat.
A little quick onside. Nice bounce, but they got it. Well, I think next week in the Class A final, it'll be safe to say that it'll be another test for the guys up front. And unlike Colcord, Gore, as you mentioned, with that depth that they have, will have that advantage, or will have minimize the advantage that Fairview has by having players go both ways.
Yeah, I think so. Gore's kind of been on a mission too, so it'll be should be a really good game.
Andy is saying that Arkansas Tech is the Lady Blossoms on the women's side.
Well, I guess you wouldn't want to be the Lady Wonder Boys.
It really doesn't work very well.
Even in 2022, it doesn't work.
I mean, Wonder Women wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Could you be what was the gal's name that played Wonder Woman?
Linda Carter?
Yeah, Linda Carter.
They have a new one now. Right? Gal Gadot, isn't that the new one?
There'll always only be one, Mark.
Right. Showing our age.
Yeah. It's like there's only one Incredible Hulk.
2:03 to go.
It's like when Coy and Vance took over on the Dukes of Hazzard. It just wasn't the same.
We've escaped the wind so far out of the north. There goes Perez again.
Yeah, he's kind of quietly probably put together a 150-yard night.
Well, 147 last week.
Yeah, that's kind of we did that CHA game, and I didn't even know how many yards he had until we did the Pick'em show the next week. Tom said he rushed for like 320, which I never would have guessed.
I think he's going to finish the season over 2,000 if he has any kind of game at all last week. That's a pretty good year.
That's a really good year. It's 200 yards a game. Well, especially because, there's some games he probably, played a quarter and a half.
Runs and just kind of slides down, letting the clock run.
Yep. He probably should have went ahead and got the first down, and they could have just taken a knee. Can anyway.
Yeah. Give a big shout-out for our crew tonight. Guys did a great job setting us up here. A couple of monitors in the booth, and been fantastic.
Always first class with Squirtle. Well, hats off to Fairview. First time in the finals since 2009. Is that right? Is that the last time they won it?
99 in the last
99.
win.
I mean, without rules, there's anarchy, guys.
there's no need to give these guys from the crew any gruff. They've done a good job tonight.
They've done a great job.
Yeah. They're going to mark off 5 yards, and it really isn't going to matter.
No, they should wind it anyway.
Well, Shaq, I hope this is a kind of an anomaly for you. I mean, I know you'd rather not be in the booth with me tonight.
Yeah, no, I would much rather be on the sidelines. But if if we're not fortunate enough to get to do that, then I'll do this anytime. It's been a lot of fun.
I've had a fun time calling the game with you tonight. And this really is going to be it. The two teams are going to meet and exchange handshakes. So I want to appreciate everybody here in Hera tonight. Coach Bleak, the head coach of the Panthers. Great hospitality for us here. I'm going to say a special shout-out to Miss Antoine at Fairview, who made us the cookie bars.
Yes, for sure.
They're phenomenal. And congratulations to Coach Robert Bernard on his first trip to the state championship. As a coach, got the Yellow Jackets going there next week against Gore, and they will play at Chad Richardson Stadium at UCO. For our entire crew here tonight on Squirtle.tv, we'll see you again down the road. Fairview wins it 38-22 over Colcord.